be Umar if he builds himself up, but I still think Umar needs another win. So
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's the card. UFC 323. We'll be recapping that one afterwards on the next episode of the Mighty Guru Show. Stay tuned.
That's right. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this episode of the Mighty Guru, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to never go live. Make sure you guys go follow MMA Guru. He's always dropping some amazing content. I think your best content that you dropped recently was the one with the HASBULLA and Jon Jones grappling, and he saw his boner or whatever. That had me fucking dying. So, go
the best.
Give him a follow. Subscribe.
What did John do? He got a boner while HASBULLA was smothering him with a pillow. We finally got a Magumba. Difficult videos I've ever had to get through YouTube because I'm going to have to cover a certain part of Jon Jones when I react to this video of him playing around with HASBULLA, where HASBULLA smothers him with a pillow and he really, really enjoys it. Ending HASBULLA from John. Yeah, me, John, you want this young fucking fetish of yours. You gotta go through me, mate. Big Tom, I'm here. I'm ready, lad. Just as a test run, that did not go well. So I promise you, YouTube administrators, I'm going to keep it covered. Let's just say Jon Jones needs his hard drive checked immediately. He's a danger to society. The degeneracy does not end where we thought it did in the first place. He is extremely excited by this man in HASBULLA that has the visuals of a toddler boy. And it is weird. So I'm going to have to discuss that at the start. But yeah, that's no phone. Yeah, the Jones thing ain't no phone, Kerr. It's not a fucking phone, lad. It's his fucking micro peen, lad.
Right in front of you. No, in front of you, like behind you? Yeah. But to the side, she's got a fucking
Jon Jones got bricked up by HASBULLA. Damn, that Brazilian guy was yapping, huh? Jesus.
Dagestanis, on average, are more susceptible to a variety of congenital conditions and genetic issues. According to the same 2006 article by Kazim Abulaeva that I pulled Dagestan's inbreeding coefficient from, reads, and I quote, "Many Dagestan populations have a very high prevalence of certain complex diseases such as cardiovascular illnesses, cancer, schizophrenia, mental retardation, and progressive muscular dystrophy." And according to Chapter 3, Section 5 of the book Genomic Architecture of Schizophrenia Across Diverse Genetic Isolates, a study of Dagestan populations, similarly by Bulaeva, approximately 60% of those with schizophrenia in Dagestan were directly descended from consanguineous marriages. Furthermore, the process of inbreeding within the same ethnic group over successive generations leads to a higher and higher concentration of mutated and recessive genes in descendants. This then magnifies both the likelihood and severity of genetic disorders. Besides schizophrenia, these genetic disorders contribute to the following diseases and conditions: hearing loss in children, depression, cardiovascular diseases, and Zellweger spectrum disorders, which vary in symptoms from lack of muscle growth, facial abnormalities, frequent seizures, organ abnormalities, and lack of intellectual development. There are many studies proving a higher prevalence of these disorders in the Dagestani population, and although I'm not going to discuss them in depth here for the sake of keeping this video from going on forever, but you can find them in the list of sources that I've provided for this video. It is at this point I would like to discuss one of the men in the thumbnail of this video, HASBULLA Magomedov. For those of you who didn't know, HASBULLA isn't a child. He's a 22-year-old man with a congenital issue which caused his body to not produce the necessary growth hormone to grow to the size of a normal human adult. And without intending any disrespect towards him, I believe there is a very high likelihood that HASBULLA's condition is a consequence of Dagestani inbreeding. To support this case, I have these 3 points. 1. HASBULLA is an Avar Dagestani, similar to Habib. 2. Dwarfism is usually the result of recessive genes expressing themselves. And 3. HASBULLA's sister apparently has the same condition as him. As for point 3, I only found this line on Wikipedia and couldn't find any other articles to back this up, so I did some extra digging on whether this was true or not. And now I did find a video of a woman with the same condition that HASBULLA has, and she was dressed in what I would consider to be a traditional Muslim garb. However, I also saw comments that this supposed video of HASBULLA's sister was taken without her consent, so I will not be reusing it here. Now, after this whole section about Dagestani inbreeding and its consequences, you might be wondering, how the hell are these people still alive? Let alone winning in the UFC and winning in the Olympics. If the Dagestanis have been practicing cousin marriage for so long, how have they not all turned into Hasbullas at this point? And that...
Impression of Dagiomedov when his goat checks you out. You whore. Slaps her. You and your wandering eyes. Have you... It's because they have children marrying children and Amish people exist. So they have their children marry another child. Which is the big thing. They don't allow 60-year-olds to marry children in America. If you were trying to do some like weird dunk to like defend Muslims and Muslim countries where a 70-year-old man can marry a 4-year-old girl, then you've completely failed it, mate. It's weird that you'd have all those stats to hand. Very.
Second and more relevant example of this is how African runners consistently dominate the Olympics. And to be more specific, those of West African ancestry dominate short distance events like sprints, while those of East African ancestry win all of the long distance ones. So just to put that in numbers, according to the Genetic Literacy Project, those with sub-Saharan African ancestry comprise only 18% of the world's population, but are over 97% of all top athletes in running at every distance. Furthermore, only 8 athletes out of 1,256 to get below 10 seconds in the 100-meter dash have had no African ancestry. Now, there's articles from places like the BBC trying to diminish the role that genetics play, but they do this by reducing the debate down to a binary of genetics versus environment, instead of considering how both are important and how both reinforce and shape each other. So, for example, with this one article about the Olympics that they wrote, they bring up how having more copies of the R variant of the ACTN3 gene is associated with better sprinting ability, but then go on to dismiss it as unimportant because not only did West African sprinters have it, but all sprinters did, and billions of other people did. And this is, let me just say, this is a profoundly silly way to dismiss the importance of genes in athletics. So for example, this moron David Epstein is saying, right, like, all the ACTN3 can tell us, it seems, is who will not be competing in the Olympic 100-meter final.
Video. You don't want to see the video, but we're going to go through it here. John Jones wrestling with Hasbullah. Are you ready? I'm going to have to cover it with the webcam. Oh, he's being smothered, he's getting punched, and let's just say...
I need that video. Oh, tell Hasbullah.
I need that video. I need that video. They're about to move, so I need to make sure that I move with it, but I don't know if I should be moving too... I don't know if I should be moving too far. It's right behind the webcam, chat. It's right behind... Dude, it's right fucking behind me, chat. It's, this is a real, it's a really disgusting situation, chat. He really needs that video. Tell Hasbullah I need that video. I really need that video. He really enjoyed this. And look at Hasbullah's face. Hasbullah notices it and thinks, oh my God, what have I been... Even Hasbullah's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's a creep. Jones, somebody needs to step in before it's too late. And I rarely say that. I always say it, but now I mean it. Is this going to show up on the screen? Hold on a second. It's moving around behind me, chap. Whoa, pause, guy, pause. Hold on, let me make sure the screen's... But hang on, what if it comes up on the other side of the screen once I'm done with this? I'm going to have to replay it. Dude, Hasbullah's out of there, running away from this. Because he knows what just happened. Oh my God, is it covered? It is covered. Jones's little pecker, rock hard. There's no chance it's a phone. Okay? Hasbullah's wrestling around with him, playing around. I don't want to go too far. Hasbullah's messing around with him, playing him around. This pushes the boundaries of everything. Okay? This really does change. This guy is a disgusting freak. Never let him back in the spotlight in the UFC unless it's for guaranteed destruction against Tom Aspinall. and Alex Pereira. And I want to make sure that he's weakened, you know. He's like, maybe put Hasbullah in the crowd just to distract him and get his thoughts wandering elsewhere. This is genuinely concerning, though. He is bricked up, as the youth would say. While Hasbullah, who has the look of a toddler boy, is smothering and even the thing is saying here, look at him wailing around on the ground. He even gets punched in that position too, and he's giggling. Oh, dude, this is so strange. On top of the videos of him being tossed around in the pool over there, whenever Jones goes to a slightly more lawless place than the US, this is the Diddy of MMA. This is straight up the Diddy of MMA. Check his hard drives immediately. Hasbullah notices it, by the way. Hasbullah's a noticer, I hear these days. Hasbullah notices it. I'm going to try and keep it out the way as best I... Oh my God! That was at a certain angle. Hold on, that wasn't... No, it's not on show. Hasbullah literally notices this. Looks to his handler to say like, wait, what the fuck? Oh my God! No! You're seeing like... Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Hasbullah's looking at his handler like...
I need that.
You seeing what I'm seeing? I need that video.
Oh, tell Hasbullah.
Hasbullah glances down at it there. He's glancing right at it, by the way. It's so obvious. It's not a phone. It's not a phone. That's not what a phone does, okay? He's glancing right at it, and look at the panic on his little face. This is disgusting. But Jones is such a freak. We need to stop him. This isn't cool. It shows you degeneracy knows no bounds. Once you're 1 foot in, you're all the way in. That's what this shows me, and I've always thought that about these degenerates. Once you're one step in, you're all the way in, okay? Just like Jones, I guess, at this point wishes he was all the way in Hasbullah. It is disgusting. You know? It's a spiral. Degeneracy is an absolute spiral, and Jones is spiraling like crazy. Oh my God, I need to just... He's literally panicked running. I've never seen Hasbullah run away from the scene. Hasbullah has been around so many dangerous fighters, and he is in full control of the situation. I've never seen him get out of there, Pierre, like this. I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of it right now. That's disgusting. Please tell me I'm still covering it. Okay, we're good. I just tried to get this for YouTube, but YouTube knows what it is. Okay? Oh my God. Right, we'll move on from the Jones stuff to society. That's all I'm going to say. All right?
Shoulders, oh my. Flex those delts for me.
What?
Wait, hang on. I've got a confused boner. I don't even know what to do.
Was not one of them my check.